You can literally feel the buzz around Old Trafford this afternoon as Manchester United's magnificent run continues. And there is the result, 2 points clear of Arsenal at the top of the table. It's been an unbelievable season for Manchester United, who were not expected to perform miracles, as Louis Van Gaal said, but still progressing in the FA Cup and top of the Barclays Premier League. I'd say those miracles are coming to fruition. Next up for them is Sunderland. Well, let's have a look at the team Louis Van Gaal's put out this afternoon. David De Gea is in goal with Raphael, Rojo, Hummels and Shaw. Kevin Strootman, Aaron Henwood, Antonio Valencia, Di Maria and Januzaj the midfield. Due to the injuries of James Wilson and Robin Van Persie, Wayne Rooney will be up front by himself this afternoon. Gus Poyet's Sunderland looks like this. Vanone in goal with Jones, former United man John O'Shea, Sebastian Coates and Van Aanholt. The midfielders Burkett, Marvels, Catamol, Rodwell and Giacchini. Ricky Alvarez is preferred up front alone ahead of Jose Altidore. Well, for Manchester United and the Old Trafford faithful, it has been a season they would have never believed. Last season, under the eye of David Moyes, lasting 10 months in the job, and Manchester United players constantly accused of maybe not playing for him or the fans. And this season, it is fair to say, it is very much a different story. David De Gea under the watchful eyes of Real Madrid, but rumours are saying that he is close to signing a new contract. Martin Atkinson, the referee, this afternoon. Well, Manchester United face Sunderland at the Stadium of Light for the second game of the season, and they won 1-0 thanks to Adnan Januzaj, which has unfortunately been his only goal of the season. Some say the 11 shirt might be getting to him a little bit. The fact that he's taken over from such an iconic legend like Ryan Giggs, it may have become a bit too much, and he's probably not performing as well. But let's not forget that Januzaj is only 19, and he's got so much more to give. But maybe the pressures of wearing the 11 shirt have got to him a little. But as he grows, he'll probably grow to handle it better. I personally think Januzaj has had an okay season. It's not been the start of his career that he had, sure, but form is only temporary and class is permanent, and there is no doubt in my mind that Januzaj has class, and he'll have so much more to give as he grows as a United player. Well, Sunderland have the almost impossible task of trying to get something against Manchester United, and Atkinson's coming over. There was a foul against Lee Catamol here, and what is Martin Atkinson going to do? He's going to book it. Well, Lee Catamol does not really do himself any favours by doing that. We admire his fire and his will to play and his enthusiasm, but that sometimes can get the better of him. Kevin Strootman getting into a bit of an altercation there. Van Gaal having a lot of faith in Strootman, even if he hasn't really performed up to the standards. A lot of people saying that Strootman hasn't really done that well at the moment. He hasn't set the place alight. He's been rather unlucky, Strootman, in my opinion. He's just not really scored. I think once he gets a goal, it might settle him down a little bit. But Strootman's done okay. He's even got forward on a couple of occasions, as I said. And, yeah, he'll be okay. It's just very hard to fit into a Manchester United side where if you could play your best 11 all the time, you would. But even with the injuries that Manchester United have suffered this season, Robin Van Persie out for the rest of the season. James Wilson's not fully fit and back yet. Aaron Henwood suffered a dislocated shoulder back at Stoke at the end of last year. Rooney had his ankle broken. Di Maria had an injury on his debut. So many injuries. And yet, United have been the team of the year, pretty much. Not lost since Arsenal in the league at the Emirates, where Alexis Sanchez scored the winner. And also the League Cup final a couple of games back from there, again against Arsenal, and again Alexis Sanchez getting the winner. And if some say if Manchester United continue this run going into the next Arsenal game, the outcome will be very, very different, and I wouldn't bet against that. But football is an unscripted game, but Manchester United in this sort of form, you'd expect them to win almost every time. They have had a couple of worrying draws against Burnley and Leicester, but as we said, they haven't lost for the best part of 3 months. As Emery gets in a bit of a tangle, I think that might have been with Catamol. No foul given. The referee actually pulls it back for a free kick. Luke Shaw, another youngster at only 19, and he's got so much more to give as well. I think that's Manchester United's real advantage, that they do have players with so much more to give. James Wilson will now probably fit the bill when he's fully back because of Robin Van Persie's injury and Falcao only being on loan. There's Di Maria. No foul given, he went over the challenge instead. So maybe James Wilson, when he's fully back and fit, in probably a couple of games from now, will probably be Wayne Rooney's full-time straight partner for the rest of the season. I'd love to see that. James Wilson, an up-and-comer in English football, there is no doubt about that. A future England star in the making, in my opinion. And playing for Manchester United, where the eyes of Roy Hodgson will watch the big teams 90% of the time. If you can make your mark at this club, you will no doubt be an England striker in the future. And with Euro 2018 a bit far away. Actually, no, Euro 2016, my apologies. The World Cup is in 2018. I'm getting my competitions mixed up. But with Euro 2016 just over a year away, Wilson would do very well to fit the bill alongside Rooney up front for United, with Van Persie out for the rest of the season. Or at least the rest of the season. He probably could come back for the final 2 games. But hopefully Manchester United would have wrapped up the Premier League by then. But they need to win here first. They need to get back that cushion. Only 2 points clear of Arsenal at the top, remember. Arsenal winning yesterday. Or actually, their game in hand probably midweek, actually. Unless they were taking part in the Champions League. I don't know. But, anyway, we have 20 minutes gone in the end of this first half, and Sunderland have a chance. And Rodwell does well to make De Gea think about something. The signings Louis Van Gaal has made have definitely contributed to this magnificent run. And we all knew that Manchester United's weakness was going to be the centre of defence. And Louis Van Gaal addressed it immediately with the signings of Matt Hummels in the summer window and Marcus Rojo near deadline day as well. So he's got the squad, Louis Van Gaal, to make runs like this. And they're certainly playing to what is to be expected of a team of this magnitude. More than that. Here's Rooney. I think what has impressed me about Manchester United so far this season is kind of their versatility. And what I mean by that is the amount of scorers the United have. I think only defenders at this point have not scored. Raphael hasn't yet. Luke Shaw hasn't. And Rojo hasn't. But Hummels has. Kevin Streetman hasn't as of yet, since signing in the January window. So I would say Manchester United have probably about many two midfielders, but Michael Carrick isn't getting any younger. And he's currently on the injury list anyway. So Louis Van Gaal is making the early moves to making replacements for players that may not be playing on a consistent basis for too much longer. In Michael Carrick and Darren Fletcher's case, Darren Fletcher especially, as he's been confirmed during West Bromwich Albion at the start of next season. Here's Di Maria. And low cross to Rooney, picked off. The man doesn't really play consistently, but is on such a roll that you'd think he would. Is Aaron Henwood, scoring last time out against Newcastle, back in the Premier League score sheet. And here he is again, and forces a save out of Pannone. Henwood started that away fixture, by the way. Brilliant pass from Rooney. Henwood goes to try and get the ball. And there was a clash of players, and Henwood admits that and gets back ready to do some work again. Aaron Henwood has been a shining example to the rest of his teammates on this run he's been on. Constantly going after the ball. And a shot there from the Sunderland player. Saved by De Gea. And a mix-up in the box. Eventually cleared by United. And Sunderland sending a couple of warning signs here as we approach the end of the first half. Just 12 minutes to go in it. In fact, Di Maria loses it. And David De Gea once again up to the task. Giacchini. Tracked by Raphael. He gets past Raphael. Marvers comes in. Tackled by Strugman. Referee playing advantage. Advantage to Manchester United. And Rooney passes to Henwood rather. And it doesn't go back as he loses it. But here's Rodwell. Gets past Strugman. Alvarez. Manchester United looking a little shaky. Oh, and having Strugman there. Looking more than a little shaky, to be honest. Here is Giacchini. He has swapped wings. Van Aanholt. Picked up by Januzaj. Strugman. We're looking to see if he can make a run. Di Maria is already there for him. Strugman's going by everyone. Kevin Strugman rides a challenge and forces a save out of Manone. And if there's one player that does deserve to score, it is Kevin Strugman. As we said, he's been rather unlucky, more than anything else. Rodwell to Alvarez, good tackle from Hummels. Di Maria loses it though. Here's Catamol, who's in the book for the challenge earlier. Now he enters battle with Luke Shaw, and Luke Shaw wins convincingly. And Catamol, it looks like he'll be going off. The referee, Martin Atkinson, is coming over. And he is off. It is the second yellow card for Catamol, and we said that was a problem. And Sunderland are down to 10 men, and the Catamol only has himself to blame. What was this for? Luke Shaw got the ball fairly there. Catamol, there's no need for that. Quite rightly sent off. Luke Shaw asking, what are you doing? And Gus Poyet is furious. And Billy Jones will be sacrificed here. And in a Sunderland substitution that Poyet probably didn't want to make. And the teams make it easy for Manchester United, don't they? And Jones isn't too pleased about going off either, but what can you do? And I believe that might be Sebastian Larsson coming off. Lee Catamol quite rightly sent off. No need for that challenge on Shaw whatsoever. And Manchester United have had their jobs made so much easier once again by the opposing team. Newcastle had Yamat sent off last time out. And now Lee Catamol is sent off for Sunderland. 5 minutes of added time. Henwood tries to get the ball, but I think was dispossessed by Larsson. And here's Giacchini. Sunderland would do very well to hold United to even a draw at this point. Valencia. Rooney. That trademark fantastic passing from United. Di Maria waiting. And that's what he was waiting for. For Aaron Henwood to make a run ahead of him, and he did. And he almost picked him out. Good challenge by the defender, keeping up with Henwood there. You need to do that. The ball is bouncing. Strugman. Henwood. Aaron Henwood. Oh, it's at the post. What a goal. Aaron Henwood out of nothing has scored again. His 8th of the season. An absolute stunner. Aaron Henwood from such an acute angle. How did he even get that in? His teammates barrage him. And I think the philosophy is, over the last 2 games, he's just passed to Henwood, he'll make something happen. How did he even score that? Belter. Right foot. Finally the right foot comes into play off the post. Aaron Henwood convincingly beats Manone. Look at that. His 8th of the season. Aaron Henwood's on fire again. It's almost like he was never injured in the first place. What a goal! Right at the end of the first half, Aaron Henwood gets his 8th of the season, and that's probably his best one yet. 2 from his mark of 10, which he sets himself. Aaron Henwood, his unbelievable run continues. Manchester United 1, Sunderland 0. No more than United deserve. And Lee Catamol has put his team in a heap of trouble. And Aaron Henwood's at it again, getting the ball. It's the end of the first half. What an end. Exploded to life by Aaron Henwood that game. Lee Catamol sent off, giving his team a whole heap of trouble. And now Aaron Henwood's at it again, causing chaos. Manchester United 1, Sunderland 0.